Hi, I'm Tiffany Domina. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my website is howtoentrepreneur.org, and my mission is to help you grow a business from idea to enterprise. So if you or someone you know wants to start or grow a business, definitely stop by howtoentrepreneur.org and check out my free course. It's a framework to help you grow a business from idea to enterprise. So today we'll be talking about 7 small business systems that enable you to scale an enterprise. So there's one major paradigm shift that has to take place to enable entrepreneurs to escape the 80% of small business owners that fail and become a part of the 20%. There's a major shift that separates the businesses that transcend the most common growth stages where stagnation occurs to proceed into more growth and impact. They must know how to create small business systems that enable them to scale. So if you haven't checked out the previous 2 videos that I did on why small businesses fail or the common growth stages that they get stuck, definitely stop by and check out those 2 videos, and so you'll understand what exactly I'm talking about there. Unfortunately, most small business owners overlook systems, which is why they stay in the infancy or adolescent stages and ultimately fail because of one of the top 10 reasons. So the top 10 reasons are what I mentioned in my previous video. So what is an entrepreneur? In the What is an Entrepreneur series that I did here at How to Entrepreneur, we talked about the definition of an entrepreneur. While many people think of an entrepreneur as a risk taker, and they have many other traits that are mainstream that they use to describe entrepreneurs, the leading difference between an entrepreneur and being self-employed is that an entrepreneur invents a system that's able to operate even in their absence. The United States is a perfect example of a system that operates well regardless of the president, the vice president, or the Congress. The system is composed of laws, rules, and regulations that instruct the people how to govern the country, and that's why the United States has been able to thrive as well as it has. Other businesses have been able to create a system that regulates the people inside to create a successful entity that operates well after the entrepreneur or the inventor of the system has retired or died. And we see this with Walmart, with Mr. Walton, how he created a system, and now you see when you go to Walmarts all over the world, they look nearly identical. They have some differences, but they're able to operate because the systems are identical. Not necessarily the inventory or the layout, but the systems operate identically. How they get their customers, how they treat their customers, how they the color palette, the different things like that. So, system reliance has created great countries. If you look back at history and analyze how the great countries like Egypt, Greece, Rome, Israel, Britain, or America became great, you'll find that they were system reliant. They were not well known specifically for one leader, but the system the leader put in place, or the system the leader was able to operate within. Look at the U.S., for example. The system composed of the Constitution, Republic, and laws is such a great compilation of instruction manuals that even 200 plus years after the creation, they are still referenced to govern millions of people in a fairly organized way. The U.S. system enables people to be born with no skills, get trained to the capacity they desire, and have a chance at being wealthy regardless of their background, upbringing, or ethnicity. What an amazing system. Can you imagine what type of business you would have if you could create a system with operations manuals that enable ordinary people to get extraordinary results? So, creating a business prototype. The United States has been a forerunner because the system works exceptionally well, even in comparison to other governing systems that have regulated large populations in the past. Citizens are able to be born or immigrate, get an education, work hard, and become successful in the system. There are several American Dream success stories to prove the success of the system, whereas many other governing systems disable people from having the same opportunity to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness that we often take for granted. Similarly, the business prototype is a compilation of instructions for how to run the system invented by the entrepreneur. It tells how to generate leads, how to deliver uniform products and services, how to convert leads, how to manage, how to train, and so much more. For the business prototype to work uniformly, all work performed in the business is documented in operations manuals. Each person working in the system has to work according to the operations manuals, and each person is responsible for providing feedback or suggestions to continually improve the prototype. For the U.S., the operations manuals are the laws, rules, and regulations, but for a business prototype, these are operation manuals or training manuals, and there are 7 necessary systems for a small business to scale. And those are the client fulfillment system, the lead generation system, the lead conversion system, the branding system, the job prototypes, the management system, and the leadership system. And we'll talk about those more as we go through this video. So let's start with the client fulfillment system. So number 1 is the client fulfillment system, and this is the system of how the promises to the customers is fulfilled. It's the process of how products are developed and delivered to the client, the process of how services are provided, the quality standards, the customer service, and the system that regulates the customer's experience. When creating the client fulfillment system, you have to answer questions like, what skills are required to fulfill our promises to customers? How can we train people with minimal skills to provide services to our customers in a uniform way? How can we deliver the same quality standard consistently to our clients? How can we create an experience for our customers that distinguishes us from the market? And you want to complete a customer journey map because that can be very helpful to plan and consider the customer experience, take notes about the process, and compile effective operations manuals. Number 2, you have the lead generation system. And the lead generation system tells how you will continually get leads into the business and escort them through the marketing and sales funnel. The lead generation system tells how to use necessary technology, what technology should be used, what skills are necessary, and so on. Some common job prototypes of the lead generation system are marketers, public relations, social media managers, advertisers, cold callers, cold emailers, and others. While these job prototypes require skill, the operations manual should be clear about how to perform to the specifications of the business and to work to a satisfactory level where there are sufficient leads to create optimal levels of sales conversions. So number 3, you have the lead conversion system. And the lead conversion system tells how to convert the generated leads into sales. This can include email opt-ins, email marketing, landing pages, and other technology, but as the business scales, it may also include inbound and outbound sales personnel, customer service personnel, and other personnel, technology, and instructions. Then you have number 4, the branding system. And with the branding system, studies show that people are persuaded to patronize locations based on their colors, fonts, and the way the branding makes them feel. With this in mind, choosing the branding color palette is no light choice. Even beyond color palette, logo, and store aesthetics, the branding system tells how to maintain the reputation of the company, what voice to write in, what tone to use, what standard of excellence to apply, how the customer should envision the company, and how to act to ensure the customers maintain the view of the company as desired. The branding system is crucial as the silent player that often gets overlooked, but it's a vital component that separates generic companies from reputable ones. Branding is a way of adding equity into a company and enabling continual price advantages in the market. So number 5, you have the job prototypes. And with the job prototypes, these regulate what each person hired is responsible to accomplish. Performance standards, training, and consistently expected productivity outcomes. Instead of abdicating or offloading jobs onto employees, job prototyping helps to delegate tasks, providing the necessary training, leadership, accountability, and instruction to complete the job. Number 6, you have the management system, and the management system tells us how to manage the system. How many employees per manager, how managers should train and reprimand, how to hold others accountable in the client fulfillment, lead conversion, and lead generation system, and so on. So this is where you would track to make sure the other systems are operating according to the manuals and what things need to be tweaked to make sure that it operates succinctly. So number 7, you have the leadership system, and the leadership system tells how leaders should train leaders within the organization, how they should present themselves as a company leader, how to strategize, forecast, and amend things within the organization, similar to how the U.S. Constitution tells leaders how they should run the government. The leadership system tells company leaders how to run the company. So, some final words on these small business systems that enable you to scale. The goal of the video was to show you these systems. They're really, really important systems for a business to have in order to scale. Hopefully this article or this video gave you lots of great ideas for creating systems and things to consider so you can scale your business. I'd love to hear that you've used the information here to scale a massive enterprise one day. And if you have questions or concerns about this, definitely leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to help you out. And if you want to start or scale a business, check out my free e-course. It's a framework to help you grow your business from idea to enterprise. So check out the free e-course by stopping by How to Entrepreneur, and you can check it out at the bottom of each post, or you can also go to the top menu and you'll see free course there. So, what additional small business systems have you noticed help businesses to scale? Have you added these systems into your business? Why or why not? Leave your comments, questions, and feedback in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. So that's all I have for this video. Hopefully it was helpful for you. If it was, please leave a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more like it, where I do product and service reviews, as well as growth strategies to help you grow your business from idea to enterprise, then subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so you can get notifications of upcoming videos. So that's all I have, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.